Hey, I'm back at Wolf Lake again. It's April 19th, and you're seeing the camera shake around a little bit because I've anchored it to a tree. There's a little bit of a thermal kicking up. You can start to see the waves in the water here. I think you might be able to see that. Um, so, yeah, I've trying a couple new things today. One is this mask. Instead of my normal mask, I'm going to be using this mask. It's Costco. You get two goggles and this mask for like 22 bucks. So if you still need a mask because you're still getting ice cream headache because this part of your head is exposed because you've just got the bridge of the goggles coming across it, then I highly suggest a mask. I'll let you know how this one is. My other one, it leaks a little bit. It's still better than the ice cream headache, but I do have to clear it, I would say probably in the range of maybe 3 to 4 times in a 2K swim, which is a little bit annoying, but I mean, I'm not going for max speed here just yet anyway. I'm really just going to see how I do in the cold, make sure I can do the swim. I'm still going to be wearing my neoprene hoodie. I'm still going to be wearing our cap, I should say, not a full hoodie. My neck and stuff will be exposed. And then I put a silicone cap over top of that, and I use earplugs. The other thing that I'm doing today is I'm going with my speed suit, my Roka X instead of the Roka Thermal, which is what I had on yesterday. Seeing as it was 12 to 13 degrees, I'm hoping it's at least 12 to 13 degrees today. There is a bit of an issue with this suit. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can probably see that right there. There's a big rip in it that I forgot I did last year just from tugging it on. Even though I had gloves on, just the sheer force of it. It's the first time I've ripped the suit. Unfortunately, it was on my most expensive suit. Long story short, I will fix that with some glue. I just haven't gotten around to it, and I forgot about it from last year. So that could be an issue with the cold today for sure. Might get flushed a little bit, although this suit is pretty tight on me. And the other issue is every panel on this suit, it doesn't have the thermal liner, and it's also about 1 mil less of neoprene in at least every panel, maybe more in the arms and under the arms. And then the other issue, which you probably can't see, is there's some major chafing going on underneath the arm, to the point of where it's like you can see right through. I don't think you can see that, but you can actually, if you hold it up to the light, you can see right through it. So different suit, different goggles. Hopefully the water is good. Threw my watch in just a little while ago. That should be about 4 feet. Then suit it up, then I'll check it. So it should give me lots of time to get a good accurate temperature on my watch. It was taken at about here on me, so that's about 4 feet. So you're never gonna be swimming down at the 4 foot level, so that's a good level to take the temperature at. And I'm hoping that it's at least 12 today again, possibly 13. Beautiful would be if it ticked up to 14. We have been had good temperatures lately. But I'll let you know how the swim goes, and I'll let you know what the temperature was once I'm done. All right, just finished my swim at Wolf Lake, and let's do this as a good news, bad news kind of situation. So the mask, not good for me anyway. I had to clear it probably twice as much as my Aquasphere mask. I thought this having more of a form-fitting to my face would work better. It didn't. The good news is you don't need it, because I could have gone with goggles today. It's 14 degrees at chest height from shore, and it was flicking up to 15 degrees, so it's 14 something. I don't have increments of degrees on my watch for temperature, but it was 14 to 15. And when I was out by the stump where I start from, right there, out there, while I'm and it's probably about 10 feet deep there, maybe. When I was completely vertical in the water, the only thing where I could start to feel cold with my chin right at surface was my feet, the last half a foot when my feet went into it. And I'm 6'2", so let's say that accounts maybe 4.5 feet down, at minimal, probably closer to 5 feet down, before I actually noticed any temperature change in the water. So that's amazing. Yesterday it was about 1.5 to 2 feet before I noticed anything, and today it was a good 4 to 5 feet. So that's massive difference. I'm sure once a churn comes in here and the wind kicks up and you get some white caps, you'll get some of that bottom flowing up and it will cool the lake off a little bit. But 14 to 15, April 19th, that is amazing. Suit was okay. The rip spot was a little cool getting in, but you'll notice something, maybe you don't. I've only got the one cap on. It was warm enough that when I got out there, I decided to swim back in, strip off my neoprene cap, and go just with the silicone. And I was fine, no issues at all. So I think the pool is open. I think you can go with a normal suit if you have it. Goggles, swim cap if you want to. I would still go with earplugs if I were you. It keeps you that much warmer. But yeah, this is warmer than when we tried it at the same time last year for sure. A good degree, maybe 2 degrees warmer this year at this point than it was last year. So this heat wave has really helped us out. Right after this, I am going to go directly to Comox Lake to show you guys just how cold that is comparison. I suspect it'll be about 11 degrees, maybe 10. I could be wrong. And then I'm going to go directly to Point Holmes and do another temperature reading for you as well, just so you can get all three in comparison. I am suspecting this is the warmest, the ocean will be second warmest, and Comox Lake will be third warmest. But we'll see. I was wrong last year when I did this at the end of season. Interesting to see what it's like when it's warming up. Alright, I'm at the bridge at Comox Lake, and I've just thrown my watch overboard off the bridge here. You can see that line, actually, how harsh the current is. My watch isn't even on the bottom, and it's a pretty heavy watch. It's not sitting on the bottom because this current is so bad. If you look around, the lake is a good 10 to 15 feet down. Normally it's at the very top of the dam there at this time of year, and it's a good 10 to 15 feet down. I don't like the way the lake is starting out this year. This is a little bit ridiculous. I don't know how the water level got this low to start with. Normally you can't see any of that orange looking shore. Normally it's all the way up to the tree line there. And normally all of this is under. This is looking like it does in September. Actually last September it wasn't this low. So this is quite concerning for the water this year. Alright, back to why we're really here. Let's pull this up. Alright, 10 degrees. Going 11 now because it's in my hand, but it was 10 degrees in that water. That is 4 to 5 degrees worse than Wolf. And now the temp test for Point Holmes. Let's see what that reads in about 5 minutes. And it's warm enough that we got some kids in wetsuits over here. Now look at this little guy catching some waves. Look at that water clarity. You wouldn't be able to see more than a foot in front of you. Just by feel with my hand, I'm guessing it's 12 degrees. Alright, let's pull it in and see what we got. 13 degrees. That's pretty warm for the ocean. That's probably at about just under waist height. So it might be a little colder if you got out in the middle. Might be closer to 12 degrees. Yeah, 13 degrees. I'm surprised. And 15 at Wolf. So Wolf is the warmest. The ocean is second. And Comox is a distant third. I'll see you guys on the water.